Miracle Boy Boxing. I am your host and Cruz, and ladies and gentlemen, I just bumped into some interesting news regarding the highly anticipated fight of the night, fight of the year, potential Subriel Matias versus Shojahon Ergashev fight. Based on word and a tweet that I bumped into, some guy that brings up news about Uzbek boxing. You know, he's pretty legit. And I got a picture right here. I actually took a screenshot of the tweet. Let me see if I got it up here so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So here we are. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there it is. Shojahon Ergashev wants to end his career regardless of the result of his fight against Subriel Matias. So I guess this guy, like I said, he brings up news about Uzbek boxing. He conversates with them based on what I've heard. And for him to bring out that information, I'm pretty sure he's spoken to someone behind Ergashev's team, his camp, his manager, or even Ergashev. And he put out that tweet that Ergashev wants to retire regardless of the outcome, win, lose, or draw. And when I saw that, I said, that may not be good. May not be good for you to become, you as a fighter, Ergashev or not, whoever you are, if you're fighting Matias, you do not want to be contemplating retirement. Especially you're days away from stepping into the ring with one of the most dangerous fighters in boxing today and at 140, the boogeyman Subriel Matias. You do not want to think about retirement. You don't want to think about retirement, period, going into a fight. Much less a Subriel Matias fight. And Shojahon Ergashev finally has this fight where he needs it, and it's the biggest fight of his career. He's finally getting that big fight, and here he is contemplating retirement with just a few days away. And that's not a good thing, because now you're going into the biggest fight of your career, the most important fight of his career, the most dangerous fight of your career, and you got retirement on your mind. When that bell rings and, you know, you're deep in the fight, midway, 6th round, 7th round, Matias is in your face. He's ripping it to the head and body, ripping you up to the head and body with power shots, concussive shots, elbows. When you start getting hit on your elbows, your rib cage, your hips, to the back of the head, side of the head, whatever. And you already had retirement on your mind coming into the fight. A Subriel Matias fight? You don't want to be thinking about retirement, period. And then much less of a Subriel Matias fight, like I said earlier. So I bumped into this tweet, which is very surprising. Very surprising. You know, very surprising. Put it up one here, once again for you guys. Shojahon Ergashev wants to end his career regardless of the result of his fight against Subriel Matias. And that's very shocking. Jalol Akhmedov. You know, he's a guy that, based on what I've heard, from True School Sports, who always does great boxing videos, great videos on boxing, said that that's the guy that brings up news of Uzbek boxing and you know, boxers. And he brought this information up today that Ergashev wants to retire after the fight, regardless of win, lose, or draw. And I say to myself, wow, you know, you can't be thinking that way especially against Matias. And this is the biggest fight of your career. You know, this is the fight. You know, you were being ducked for so long. You finally get this big fight, a championship fight. You're a highly skilled fighter, punching power. This is your moment. Big stage. And you want to think retirement. I mean, you're already losing the fight mentally with that. And in my opinion, you're already losing the fight mentally, thinking retirement. Now, when you get in that ring and that belt, that bell rings and Matias starts landing shots on you, you know, and you got retirement on your mind, that's not a good sign. That's not a good look. Even for the fight overall, we are expecting a firefight. We're expecting a fight of the year, and you got one fighter coming in to rip your head off, and you got the other thinking about retirement. So hopefully it does not mess up the fight. You know, I hope it still lives up to the hype. You know, win, lose, or draw for whoever. You know, I hope it lives up. I hope it steals the show. I hope, you know, it exceeds expectations or surpass it. And if this is it for Ergashev, I hope he goes down swinging. So, you know, we the fans can get what we've been at. We the fans can get what we want, and that is a truly great action fight. And let's see what happens. But Shojahon Ergashev has been contemplating retirement. Win, lose, or draw headed into the Matias fight. We'll see what happens. This is interesting news. You know, Miracle Boy Boxing, guys. I'm your host. It's always better to talk together with boxing. I just really wanted to come here and bring this up to you guys. A heads up as to what's going through the minds of Ergashev coming into this fight. Miracle Boy Boxing. I'm your host, Mr. Cruz. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, guys. Always better to talk about boxing right here. I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.